You don't need to pay your tuition fees until you get to this country. You don't need to pay anything. And even when you get there, you can pay instrumentally. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you Belgium. Hello, everyone. You're welcome. This is your one and only Waka Waka Doctor. Always bring you the best gist with respect to moving abroad. You know how we do it here. We only share vital information with respect to going abroad, whether it's through the academic pathway, looking for permanent residency opportunities, or even looking to move through your career. This is where you want to be. I like to quickly pass two messages before we move on to the best gist you've heard in a very, very long time. Number one is that I do not have a WhatsApp and Telegram group in case you see anyone commenting under this video and telling you send messages. It is not me. Please take note of that, okay? Number two is that I have a book that can help you achieve all your travel goals, whether you're looking for places you can move to without a degree, places you can go to without sponsorship, you're looking for any opportunity, but you want to be able to do it on your own. I've got a book. And if you want to get that book, it's titled Move Abroad by Force. You can acquire it by using the link in the description box below. If you also want to reach out to me and you're looking for how to contact me, the link to do that is in the description box. I'll be happy to talk to you. Well, people will be looking for opportunities to move abroad. This opportunity is quite unique because you don't need to pay your tuition fees until you get to this country. You don't need to pay anything. And even when you get there, you can pay instrumentally. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you Belgium. Belgium, yes, one of the most fantastic countries in Europe. Don't worry, they speak French there, but you will survive with English because there are loads and loads of English speakers in Belgium. Let me not talk much, just the way I used to do it. I bring people who live in these countries to come share their experience and tell you how to go about it. I've got my guests, yes, not one, but two who live in Belgium to come share with you. Hello, ladies. How are you? Quick introduction. You want to tell my people who you are, where you are, and what you do?
I am Susan Obule. I schooled in Belgium. I came for my master's and I'm done. And it was a wonderful experience.
Thank you very much.
I am Ajima Obule, Susan's sister-in-law. I live in Belgium. I've been living here for the past 6 years. Susan and I, from time to time, advise friends or family who would want to move here on the best route possible. I also have a travel page where we can help curate travel itineraries for people who would like to travel but are not aware on how they can do that, or help them make it possible. Bring your dreams to reality.
Fantastic. One thing they've not mentioned is that they can help you get to Belgium. And we're going to be sharing all the tips for you to be able to move to Belgium. And at the end of this video, that's why it's important to stay to the end of this video. You would know how to get across to them so that they can help you. So let's get into the meat of this gist. Belgium. You want to tell us, I know the easiest way to go is, going as a student. By the way, we did this video 2 years ago, and now this is a revised edition. Can you tell us the requirements to get into Belgium, what the tuition fees are like, and the process in general?
Okay. I will start, and if Susan has anything to add, she can. For Belgium, it depends on what you're looking for: first degree, master's, or a PhD. For a degree program, a first degree, bachelor's, there are the universities and there are the hog schools, which are more like the practical universities, and it's 3 years.
Like vocational studies, yeah?
Yes, but will I call it vocational? Because you can study computer science, artificial intelligence, so they also do have like good programs.
Yeah. Well, technical, so to speak.
Technical schools, okay.
Yes. And so for those, depending on if Belgium is complex, we speak, or they have officially 3 languages: French, German, and Flemish or Dutch. So it depends on what part you're going to. If you're going towards the Brussells region, then studying is mostly in French, but they also have English programs, and as well if you're going towards the Flemish region. So for the Hoge schools, we have for the different Flemish region. For example, if it's East Flanders, the tuition fee is a lot less, but then the variety of the programs in English are limited. And the tuition fee is about 1,000, 1,005 euros a year, which you can pay installmentally. If you want to go to the Hoge schools in the West Flanders, the tuition fees goes up to 7,000 euros. So then, but then they have the best programs, right,
Yeah,
Susan?
you get more English programs there, but then you need to.
Susan, we can't hear you clearly.
I'm so sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I said you have more variety for English language courses, but then they require you to write IELTS for you to
Study, yes. Then we move on to the universities as well. They do have degree programs as well. Well, the main universities aside the Hoge School, but then again, the option or the choices for English speakers is quite limited. However, it is possible to find those universities. And we're looking at a tuition fee not more than 5,000 euros a year. However, if you want the ones that are cheap of 1,000, 1,500 to 2,000, then it is important that you write IELTS. And I think it is important to write IELTS because then it reduces your cost. Then we move on to masters. Again, it's the same thing. But when you want to study like programs in law, then the tuition fee is really, really high. It's very high if you're looking for a master's in law. A PhD is not expensive. It's either you find a funded or non-funded, but even if it's not funded, your tuition fee a year is between 1,000 and 1,200. So then again, it's very affordable. With a PhD, you can move with your family. But with a degree or a master's program, that is not possible. However, your family can always come to visit if you do have like if you're married or and have kids and a husband or a wife, they can always visit. Yes, tuition fee in Belgium can be paid installmentally. And now since 2-3 years ago, they've introduced the fact that you can stay an extra year or two to search for a job when you're done with your studies. But again, the challenge is they have introduced the bulk account, which wasn't so in the beginning.
So now with respect to when you get to Belgium, you did mention that you can move to Belgium without even paying your tuition, correct?
Yes, correct.
And
but for example, one of the Hoge schools says once you get admission, they would require that you pay 1,000 euros deposit or part of the tuition fee, which I think that it's totally is doable. Yeah.
Okay. And what documents do people need to get ready if they're looking for admission?
They need their WIEC results. They need their birth certificates. They also need
primary school
certificates. If you're married, your marriage certificate from the Federal Ministry of Interior. Don't bring the one from church. They don't take the ones from local government as well, so it has to be from the Federal Ministry of Interior. You also need, if you have any correction on your documents, you need to get the court affidavit to say there was a mistake on it, and they all need to be legalized by the Belgian embassy, and they also need to be authenticated.
So you need
let me quick
passport, your secondary school leaving certificate, your
no WIEC certificate. Only WIEC, yes.
But for my non-Nigerian folks who are going to be watching, so it's their high school diploma that they need. Then they also need
primary school leaving certificate, most especially if you're coming for a first degree.
For a first degree, primary school leaving certificate, they need that as well. And you need to legalize your documents. You need to
birth certificate as well, marriage certificate if you're married. you first have to authenticate. So all educational certificates must be authenticated with the Federal Ministry of Education in your country, after which you would take it to the Foreign Affairs, and then your birth certificate and the rest that are non-educational will have to come in. You then authenticate. Once you're done authenticating, then you send it to the Belgian embassy for legalization. But yeah, anybody who is serious and looking at this aspect, they can get in touch and we would be happy to put them through in details.
All right, Susan, there's a piece of information that you want to pass across with respect to moving to Belgium. Go ahead.
Yeah, the admission time frame is between October and April, so you have to start on time so that you'll be able to have everything done so you can have your visa.
When do you suggest people should start planning? Because I'm sure the legalization will take a few months, yes?
Maybe, yeah.
3 weeks.
No,
And there's no guarantee.
but that's before authentication. And then for your birth certificate, it also has to go to Populations Commission, which can also, so yes, let's say 2 months,
Yeah.
2 months for the whole
So
process.
you would suggest that people should start maybe around July, thereabouts, if they're interested in moving to Belgium?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, amazing. Thank you very much. So people would also want to know, can they work while they study? And if eventually their dependents join them, would their dependents be allowed to work?
You can work as a student. There's a regulation that the student can only work for 20 hours in the week. So that is all you can do, because when you go to looking for a job, you have to show your residence card. And once you show your residence card, you already know you're a student. So you can't work for more than 20 hours in the week. If you move with your family,
If you
if they are educated and they're looking for those specializations, then they can work.
Okay.
let's not forget that only people who are enrolled in a PhD program can move with their family. And I have 2 friends who are enrolled in PhD whose wives are working like full time, not 20, full time. Yes.
Okay. And they if you finish your master's degree program, for instance, well, if you're married and you don't have kids, both of you can apply independently. Or
Yes.
if you finish your master's degree and then you get a job, you can bring your wife in.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Amazing. One final thing I'd like to find out from you is survival, finding jobs, surviving with, your Indian or your African, looking for people that look like you. How is that in Belgium? Racism as well.
Well, if we're being honest, you would meet racism everywhere. Belgians are very, very cold. But yeah, we've come to realize that that's how they are. Integrating is not the easiest, again, because Belgians are very reserved. But yeah, we found our way, and there are a lot of Africans living here who have found their way. I know a few people who have been fortunate to get jobs directly from Nigeria. But if you're in the IT world and all, then it's a lot easier. If you want to enjoy or have a better chance of finding a job in Belgium, it is important that you learn Dutch or French, because you speaking English in Belgium is not an advantage. Almost every Belgian around can speak English, French, Dutch, possibly German and other languages. So if you do come and you just have English, then it's going to be difficult. It's unlike the Netherlands, who are more open and who it's more diverse. For Belgium, it is not like that. So of course, I'm learning Dutch, but I have a good job. I don't really speak Dutch, but it just makes your chances very, very limited. Yes, it just makes your chances limited. So I would say if you want to move here, make sure you learn the language. The advantage of Belgium is that you then get, the tuition fee is a lot lesser than other European countries. But in all honesty, to get a job after studies is a bit more trickier. But there are people who have done it.
You have to try and integrate and learn the language as you're going on. Okay.
Yes.
How can people reach out to you?
Find a spouse before you're done, then you automatically become legally. Yeah, but yeah. No Yahoo, yes. But yeah. I've met a lot. I am married to a Belgian. I know a few people who during studies they met their spouses and they are living happily. It just takes off. And she came from.
Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic.
So that's Belgians are, I don't know, attracted to foreigners, I would say. Like most of them do marry foreigners, but yeah, you have to have like your sole purpose should not be for coming to find a partner but to study. And I feel like the universe or God always aligns it when you have a good heart. God puts or places people in your life that would,
Okay.
you know.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Now, people want to know how to contact you. How can they reach out to you for help with processing admissions or as guidance or whatever? How can they reach you?
I would say if you do want to reach us, first and foremost, you have to be very serious because it takes a lot of time and effort into helping plan. You can reach us either via Instagram through Happy Travelers World or sending an email to Susan.
Can you say that again, Susan?
I'll just spell it SUSANAOGBOLE@gmail.com.
Okay, so it's SUSANAOGBOLE@gmail.com, correct? Fantastic. So guys, that's how you do it. You can go to Happy Travelers on Instagram, correct?
Happy_travelers_world.
Okay, happy_travelers_world on Instagram or susanaobole@gmail.com. That's how you can look for them and get across to them. Thank you very much, ladies, for coming to my show. I'm sure that this video would help a lot of people. I'm sure that your DMs and emails will start buzzing from now. Thank you so much for coming. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And to everyone who's watched this video, I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.